Madden, so you have to see, I'm not on Twitch, so I'm just have it on there. My TikTok's in the description below. Oh God, there it is. That's a good run.
A second broken
oh
tackle.
my God. That's already 23 yards for Ronald Jones. That has been the first play of the game.
23 yards on the
12 yards
pickup
after
there and a first.
contact.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
And that's what I thought.
Him cooling down at all.
Touchdown.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks.
That's the
Mike
pumping
Evans
the ball, dude.
with touchdown number
What is
8
Evans
on the
doing?
year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Seriously.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
Wait,
impressed,
camera,
aren't we both?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that, though. New moment detected.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Ronald Jones, 0 rushing touchdown. There's only need for me.
On first down, it's Jones.
Bobby Wagner got him there.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
On second down,
Ronald Jones, boy, this is never, this ever with Ronald Jones is never going to end, bro.
The 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucks have a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
What happened, bro?
Ziggy Ansah able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job.
Another pass touchdown.
And he's
for Sean Perriman.
One of the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
14-0 already in the first quarter.
Now the offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, first quarter. They'll run on first down. Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Evans is my only target I didn't get long, except for who is that? Godwin. Oh, Perriman.
On play action, they'll throw.
Maybe I should have ran it
for Evans. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Bro, how did you one-hand that?
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Off, dude.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
How was that a game day goal? We're still shutting them out after,
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On first down,
Ronald Jones.
It's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Still gets it
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to pull out right and chew it up. Now we get that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
83 yards.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Godwin. Out of Penn State, I like Michigan when I'm from Philadelphia.
He is down deep in Seattle territory.
I still like
it's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Whoa!
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That again. I could have
once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space. Just
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Defender.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half.
How is he mossing? Oh, that is good. Without Richard Sherman? Like, seriously. What is this game now?
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jones.
Oh, first down. That's nice.
He'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down.
First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Jones.
Able
to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
It's
a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Second and 3.
No one covering them. Now they're...
And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
Vertical looks good. Oh, close that back, Will, but my running backs are not as good at catching.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46.
Bingo on this one.
Back to throw here. Looking downfield for
Godwin. Beat them. Whoa, what the dude?
Incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
What the dude? Wait, seriously, dude. Come on. Fox got it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Scotty Miller.
2nd and 10. Going deep this time for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I should run it this time.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run the draw with Barber. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett.
Continue. Okay, we're getting shut out again, and we don't keep the shutout.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Game trends 2024. 92 rushing yards out of both my running backs.
On first down.
Ronald Jones. Okay, go.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2.
I'm going for it. Aggressive.
That's caught inside the 20.
I finally get a completion after all this. 180 yards, a 55-yard reception.
Excellent execution. And now they're set
I'm getting like so much.
Are they ever?
Am I getting XP for this?
I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10.
Got a goal
They've
here.
got things rolling on this drive. They'll get this
goal.
down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Right,
Not quite
should be
the
second and
success
goal.
they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. They'll go again to Jones.
Ronald,
he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
All right, I'm gonna
third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Oh, man.
He continues to show at this level that he...
That was a good, yeah, I got a good touchdown on that one. Or my touchdowns, basically.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw here.
Just covering my running back, though. What a
this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he will be taken down. A big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Now Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Come on, QB, come on. Get it.
They'll run it with Jones.
Oh, damn.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The give is to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw.
Nice pass over the head of Bobby Wagner.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
What a play by Scotty Miller.
And wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Oh, God.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver.
Man, what a first down by Godwin.
He will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stop down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again. You have to think on 3rd and goal here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking.
I already got one rushing touchdown, did I?
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out.
Following the field goal.
First down.
Oh God.
It's
Go,
Jones.
Ronald. There you go.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Jones.
Oh, Ronald Jones, there we go.
Inside the 35, now at the 34-yard line.
Oh my God, Aiden.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
He's getting close,
as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Jones.
Ooh,
he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
I have not used a single timeout.
On 1st down, it's Jones. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks.
Yeah, there's no way Seattle's
other
going to
people
come back
to make
with
tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over buck 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So the drive stalls out inside.
And I have not used.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream again.
And last but not least, they designed the stadium
I stream like a lot,
to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for the Buccaneers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0
thank you so much for watching my stream.
Hope
you guys liked it, and I'm going to be doing another Madden video.
Meanwhile, for Seattle, the
turnaround
hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7, and they'll try to get back to their winning.
Let's see what my coach has to say first. Before you go, just stay here for a bit. Stream's not over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on before and after this. So we got so much XP. Protect ball, no turnovers. 20 passing touchdowns. There we go. Well.
What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me.
Ronald Jones is probably getting a bit arrogant, I think. He's getting a lot, but he's getting arrogant. Wait, what's my record? 8-0. Advanced week against the Cardinals.
Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side.
Create the save point. Alright, create the save point.
With the game, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me?
I'm gonna try streaming a lot of games. And my title. File quote. Fall successfully. I already saved it, so we're good. Here. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I'm gonna do a lot of streams on Fortnite, so watch out for those. And like I said, thank you guys for watching. Bye. See you in the next stream.